Have you decided to start your own startup? Then that is very good that you might have gone through all the 5 attributes that I discussed last time. So with this, now you are ready to start. Hello, I am Ranjit, your NLP trainer and life coach. So if you are ready now to start your own startup, then I am here to give you the another line of tips that you can use to develop all those attributes which are missing in you right now. So friends, to start with, the first attribute that I talked last time was that who is the boss? When we talk about who is the boss, then definitely we think that in my business, in my startup, I will be the boss. How can I inculcate that attribute in my own self where I can consider myself as an executor also, as a boss also? Here I need to take the NLP, receptor positioning, where I need to think of my boss, whom I admire a lot, who used to give me the instructions in the morning or once in a week, and after that he wanted me to give him all the explanation after completion of the job. Here I need to recall that person, and by closing my eyes, I need to just feel that the person is in me, embody that person, and give me instructions in the morning when I get up. And at the end of the day, I also need that person again in my head. Then what all questions he would be asking me, and am I really giving him the answer with the core of my soul and heart and execution of the various things that were instructed in the morning? If I am able to do that very easily, then it means I am doing my job as an executor well in my own startup with the instructions of my own self. Second, I need to develop this habit of being a boss by controlling my own habits and the things that I feel that are needed to be changed to have a better entrepreneurship. So there I can list down those habits which are needed to be corrected for the future. For them, I can prepare a proper scheduling for my day. And with that scheduling, I can see whether I am able to implement all those things in time or not. When I can implement on those things, on those habits, on my own self, then it is very much sure that I will be doing that for the purpose of my business also. So these changes are going to give me the strength that yes, I can execute whatever my mind is telling me all the time. The second point that I discussed was to be multitasker. Know what all sections that my business would be having. If it is into sales, marketing, multimedia, advertisement, public relations, then to the human resource management, and also as a promoter for my own business. So where I have put in money for my own venture, there also I am accountable. So I need to look from all these angles. I need to wear all these hats, to where I can change hats time to time. At the same time, I also need to understand the basics of all these things. Basic of finances, basic of how the multimedia is being developed, how the advertisement is working, how a PR will be talking or making connection with the people, how the salesperson would be executing that whatever is being given by the marketing person. So I will be wearing all these hats different time, or sometime 2 or 3 hats in one particular time also. So there I can also look at the female in my house, maybe wife or my mother, where they are doing all kind of jobs, where they are executor also, where they are preparing the food by their own hands, and also doing a lot of things through their domestic help also. So on both the sides they are working, one as executor also, and another on the side of getting the work done through the domestic help also. So we can copy them, we can understand them, we can watch them, that how they are changing their habits, how they are making all these things happen in a very smooth way. And at the end of the day, they tick mark all those things which they have done and still see that what all things are left behind and they can be taken care in future that is coming up on the next day. So they are going to be one of the great model for us. The third point, to have trust. So when we talk about the trust, as Richard Branson has said, that you don't learn to walk by following the rules. You learn by doing and by falling over. When we see this in our children, that they fall all the time and then they get up and then they learn how and where they can walk smoothly and where they can jump and be safe also. So here also we need to see that we need to have trust on self. That is why we are into now ready for the startup. And people around us would be pulling us down, whether our old colleague or our near and dear people, because they want us to be in a comfortable state. So by getting those ideas and the feeling from these people, I cannot discourage myself. I need to be motivated all the time. And how can I be motivated? For that, I need to visualize my final destiny. I need to take the visualization technique to recall, relive the moment, how I will be in this particular line of business after 5 years. And I can make that vision in my mind and just do that visualization all the time whenever I am going down. The second thing is, I need to have one mentor in my life who can guide me, who can give me the solutions, who can give me the support where I am going down. Because he will be giving me the rational point of view and providing me all the inputs that are required to be in the business and having trust on self a lot. The fourth point is the persistency. Because persistency, that matters a lot in a business. Because I have heard from the people. One of my friends who got into his passion of clicking the wildlife, maybe at the time of the movie 3 Idiot came, he was at very high position, in the senior manager position, and he climbed that ladder with all his persistency and the patience that he carried. But at that point in time, he wanted to get into his own passion. And one of our common friend, he was still in the corporate line, and he just made a comment that he is the failure in his job, that why he took this step to take up his passion. So these kind of statements or the comments, they are very much possible to receive. I know that I was successful there, and I know that I will be successful there. If you can help me, just give me the specific feedback where I can correct myself. Please don't judge me. People will only admire me when I am persistent in my work, in my business. The people who are coming and going will lose trust. So how can I be persistent? For that persistency, one, I need to admire my own self. That is something is needed to be passionate, to be motivated at my own level, to be persistent. I need to check in the morning and in the evening that what all I have done good so far and where I have got results. So there I can pat my own self, motivate my own self. That will help me to be in the job, in the work, in the business for longer. So persistency. For this persistency, I also need to see that why people are going back to their jobs by leaving their entrepreneurship. It is just because they are just losing their money on the expenses they made lavishly. So there are two schools of thought. One school of thought that says that you need to spend lavishly so that you can receive money lavishly. But the second school of thought says that you need to be miser in spending in your personal life now and make changes in your life where you can survive on the minimals and put maximum of the amount or the money on the part of your business so that you can sustain for long. I also advocate the second school of thought where I need to be myself for at least for 3 years where I can put maximum of the money on my business, not on my own self. With the time, I will be developing such an amount where I can enjoy in my personal life too. So I can postpone all the celebrations on my personal level. Celebration means just celebration. It should not be lavishly celebrated. So even I'm cutting a small cake or cutting a chocolate with my family or with the setup of my employees, then that is even sufficient to celebrate. Albert Einstein once said that it's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. So if you will go with this belief and stay longer with your startup, then you will get success one day. That is very sure. Now you can see that where all you can contribute in society. You need to make a group of people, entrepreneurs, who are of your mindset, and you will be inculcating that mindset from those group of people. So, learning from them and also extending your help to them, maybe free of cost, because here you will be helping them and also developing passion for your own self to be persistent. They will be motivating you because they are of the like-minded people that you are into. They would like you to be entrepreneur for long because only then you will be the part of that. Zig Ziglar once also said that you will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. So you will get if you are going to help other people. So if you want to be successful in your startup, then whatever expertise you have, you are giving the offer to the people and helping them, supporting them, then that will come back to you. The final attribute that I talked was to be of a long-term vision. So when we are coming with a shorter vision, then we are not going to stay in the entrepreneurship long. So if I am coming with a long-term vision of at least 5 years, then only I will be able to look beyond the time, beyond these problems, beyond these failures, and look for the success that I am going to achieve at the end of the 5 years. So with the NLP technique of outcome thinking, I can make my own vision for the 5 year, and from there elaborating that goal in all the five senses, and then interviewing self to come to the present, wherein what all things I did to achieve those things of 5 years, and what were the basic milestones in between. Those milestones are going to be the celebration points for me. Those milestones are going to be a points where I can check myself that whether I am on the right track or not. So these will be going to help me to be on the track and be successful in it for the long term. So friends, with all these attributes, I am also going to give you the 3 more tips to see yourself overall into it and be successful in your entrepreneurship. The one is be a learner all the time. So for that you need to look for small modules now available online also, and those are can be taken up as per your choice and line of business. Basic learning of all the various hats that you are going to wear. Maybe finance, maybe multimedia, maybe PR, maybe HR, maybe communication. So for that, online courses are available. Udemy I recommend for that also. And also I recommend you to go for the pure NLP training for your own self so that you can learn the skills to visualize, to make make a proper analytical thought process and communication skills to communicate positively. For that, you need to have one-on-one with the trainer whomsoever you choose. Yeah, second thing in this line is choose a mentor. Choose a person who is going to motivate you, who can give you the rationale behind all the actions that you are taking, and also guide you time to time with taking care of your business as a real challenge to be successful in the 5 years. Also provide you the strength to be in the line. And the third that you need to look at it, go for one model, one person whom you think is successful in his line of business. So once you just pick that person, then you can model the person to get the similar kind of success. So now you can start your own startup with this. All the inputs that you have got are going to help you to get success in your startup. And I wish you all a very, very, very good luck for this startup that you are going to have. And with these thoughts, thank you. Have a great startup. Stay safe, stay home, and enjoy the life. Thank you.